Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Vigilant Flame Interloper series. So, I mentioned at the end of the last one that I might try and make it to the Trapper's Homestead. I don't know that I'm going to do that yet. I don't think that's necessary. I think the best thing to do would be to stay on the lake for now and continue to grab cattails and also explore the opposite side of it. Because look, we're fully warm now. We're actually not losing condition anymore. We finally, at least in certain weather conditions, can stay outside. Thanks to, in large part, our ski jacket that we found at the dam. So that's really good news. We don't have to pay as much attention to that anymore. And that's been one of the things that's really been killing us from the beginning. So that's a huge step in a better direction for us. So we're gonna have a look around here. And I just need to find a few guts for some fishing line. Of course, fishing line doesn't last forever, so it's not like I'm finding the only gut I'll ever need. But fishing line could get me some tasty fish. Let's put it that way. Okay, I'm looking for cattails. This is a lot of foliage. I've got it turned up all the way in my settings. I know. I'm crazy. But it makes the world feel more complete. Even though with less foliage, I would be able to see the cattails much more easily. Sacrifices we make. Okay, there's one here. Okay, so to play this as safely as I can, well, I'm going to duck this way slightly, because if there's cattails hanging out in this area too, I don't want to miss them. Yep, I see some. I see at least one. There's a couple. Good. It's so nice to be unencumbered, and it's so nice to have food, and it's so nice. I don't have as much water, so we're gonna need to have some wood soon. And we need to get our tools made. We've got everything we need to go to the forge. We do, we've got the heavy hammer, we need the coal and the metal. So we're gonna head that way. And we've got a bedroll now too, so there's no reason to delay that much. But I want to explore this area while I can, because if we can find just a few more clothing items, like earmuffs, for instance. Those are they even in Interloper? I'm not even sure. But it is possible for us to maybe get a little bit better before we go. And this is a relatively... This geographical area is relatively safe.
Right now.
And also, it's relatively condensed. It doesn't take long to go from one place to another in the Mystery Lake. So, in the Mystery Lake region. So, it's part of the reason that I'm taking the time to explore. Because why not go ahead and do it now? While I've got my feet under me and the condition of these items that I've found are relatively good. How's the wetness of my clothing? Okay, jeans are still a little bit wet, but we're better off for the most part. My clothes mostly dried off while I was doing all those repairs and things and organization in the previous episode. And so as a result of that, I need to climb that rope, see if there's anything up there. It's not as likely, but it might be worth a peek. Can't remember if there are cattails in this thicket or not. I don't think there usually are. Even though you would think there would be, given how prominent they are in other thickets like this, and in thickets this dense. It's just, they're just not here. But yeah, I think it's worth a quick visit. There could be a wolf nearby, so let me be careful. Wolves patrol back behind here. So they can come right at you. Not necessarily this close, but they can catch you off guard. Okay, this is what I wanted to explore. There's a number of cabins. It's worth taking a peek. There's some cloth, at least. Good yawn, Mark. Alright, stale chocolate bar. Well, I don't... Well, actually, no, I do need to eat it. I was about to say I don't need to eat it just yet, but at 32% condition, yeah, I do. Yeah, I definitely do. I would say. Let's go ahead and grab that book. Search the trash can. Books just help with starting fires. That's why I'm picking them up. Don't need another stack of papers, to be honest. I've got plenty of kindling. And will be able to find more if I need it. Okay. Next cabin. Hey, that is dog food. That's a win. Another book. Be careful not to get encumbered, because of course every book... Okay. I will keep that scrap metal on me. It'll be heavy, but for reasons we've discussed. See, there we go, I'm encumbered. Of course. I should have left the heavy hammer back at the house. That would have helped me carry a little bit more. But I'll make do. I'm not walking far. So we're going to be encumbered for a bit. If I wasn't going to go to the forge, I should have left the heavy hammer, though. And the hacksaw, for that matter. See, we can use the hacksaw on things like this. Well, we can't get to this lamp, but use it on this metal pail and get scrap metal. There's lots of things around that we can get metal from. So like I was saying last episode, I don't want people to fret about my lack of coal or metal or anything like that. We'll be good. Ah, medicine shelf. Almost didn't see you. There are probably other times I've been in this cabin and totally missed that. That's kind of obscure. Okay. Definitely hearing that bug. I remember this being in the game a while back, and it was gone for a while. But that bug where you hear... Oh, hey. That's a wolf. Where you hear a wolf or a bear growl every time you step outside is back. Okay, this is gonna be a little hard. Oh, there's a wolf coming right towards me. Dang it. I want to get by you guys. I ain't gotta make this so difficult. Now I gotta go all the way around. Hang on, there's a cattail. I'm gonna risk it. All for 150 calories. The things we do for love. Okay. So there's 4 wolves in the area. There's 2 right there. There's one over about my 1 o'clock, roughly, behind the reeds. And there's one back behind the rock. Where's the one that I was just looking... Wait, did it change course? Maybe it changed course. Maybe there's not another one over there. Or maybe there is and it just got closer to the dock. I don't know, but I'm going to stay back this direction. And we're going to try and take the long way. Yeah, we are well outside of these wolves' detection ranges. But I would like to get to... I can at least see from here if the cabins over there are burned out, so if there's anything worth visiting. But there's definitely a cabin on the far side of the lake, and there's more huts. And I want to explore the freaking huts, man. Also, I was kind of hoping to find a dead deer back here somewhere, and I haven't found one yet. Although I might. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It is starting to get colder. Makes sense. The sun's going down. That's what you'd expect. Alright, I'm gonna take this really wide here, because there could be a wolf right on the other side of this little island. But also this spot right here, this thicket in the center of the screen, is one of the best for cattails on Mystery Lake. So if I can get into it safely, you bet I will. I wish I could go up there and go to the, prepper cache. But prepper caches do not exist in Interloper, sadly. Okay, that wolf is way too close. I'm not going to go for the cattails. And there can be a bear back here as well, so let me not be completely stupid and piss off every animal in kingdom in the animal kingdom. I don't see the bear at the moment. So I'm going to check in this hut, duck over to that house. I might even spend the night there. because I have the resources to do it. Ah, another fishing book. Very good. Summit soda. Speaking of resources. Okay, nothing there. Seems like the weather's getting worse again. Let's close the door. Double check for the bear. Don't see him. So I'm going to walk along this. There could be cattails in this thicket, but you guys know the way I am about phantom bears in the long dark. I don't trust, given that I've seen it once in the game, like I don't trust that it's completely impossible for it to happen again. So like I don't want a bear to like materialize on top of me when I turn around. I mean, it's happened. There are points in Mystery Lake. I think they fixed it. I'm almost positive they fixed it, but there are definitely points in Mystery Lake where you can, it's at the unnamed pond. You can be walking around on one edge of the pond, and there is a bear cave to let you know there might be a bear nearby, but you don't see a bear, you look all around, you don't hear a bear, you don't see one, you don't hear bear crows, you're fine. And then all of a sudden, you
might have to drop some gear.
Turn one, yeah, thanks, Mark. You might turn 180 degrees, and then you turn back, and there's a bear there. Like, it's like a horror movie. And so I'm not kidding, there have been bears that have appeared out of nowhere in the long dark, and so anytime I know I'm near like a bear patrol route, I don't 100% trust based on past experience. I mean, thankfully, I don't think I've ever been killed by a bear in that way. I can't imagine dying on an interloper run to a phantom bear. Can you imagine, me as the player or you as the viewer, a more frustrating ending than a bear appearing out of thin air and killing me? How annoying would that be? Hey, dead guy. There would be a rifle by you if we were playing with rifles enabled. Okay. Let's peek in here. It still should have some daylight. Yes, it does. So there's a backpack and some books.
Could end up being useful.
I'm going to lug all those back, because those are going to help me start probably multiple fires. And see, there's lots of wood I can break down in here too, which is part of the reason I kept the heavy hammer with me. But there's lots of wood that I haven't broken down in the camp office as well. Part of me wants to just go ahead and trudge back to the office, to tell you the truth. Are we good? I think I'm going to do that. Let's check the medicine shelf. Nothing under here, nothing under here. Yeah, we're set. I'm going to... See, do you hear that growl? Do you hear it? I heard it.
I could eat anything.
Well, you have plenty to eat, man, so... Okay, I didn't look over there. Make sure I'm not walking towards a bear that's just appeared out of thin air. Alright, there is a hut that's not burned out. And I could get to it if I went up that way. I could, but there's that one wolf that was back behind the rocks, and I just don't feel like doing the dance with death right now over one hut that might not have anything in it. So, watch that be the one that has the really valuable item. Oh, there's actually two. One of them has that weird color bug right now where at a distance it looks like it's green. It's not green, it's the same color as the rest of them. But from a distance, some of the Mystery Lake huts love to change color. Thought they might have fixed that by now. Yeah, so it's definitely getting colder. Ooh, we've got a wolf. No, I'll be able to get around you. You're on the far side of the island from me. So we're okay. Just need to keep an eye on him. And of course the wind is blowing in my face. Why wouldn't it? Why would I expect the wind to blow in a more reasonable direction when I'm trying to walk somewhere? Will you block the wind, Rock? I'm walking towards you so you block the wind and I can walk faster. Could you help me out a little bit? A little bit, please? Please? Thank you. Now the weather's clearing up quite nicely. Oh, I'm walking right towards a wolf. Whew. Close one. Way too close. That was Dances with Wolves close. It's been a while since we've done that. At least it's turning into a nice sunset. God, why did I risk that? That was really close. He was probably within a few feet of his detection range. I think I've pretty much verified, by the way, there was a point of discussion earlier in the series. I think I pretty much verified that sprinting does not increase detection range. Crouching reduces detection range. But if you, like in that situation, I sprinted, confident that it wouldn't suddenly increase my detection range, you know, to include to where the radius would be beyond the wolf, and the wolf would know where I was and start chasing after me. Because that would have been bad. I most likely would have died if that wolf had aggroed me. So that was an incredibly risky move, an interloper. Because the wind is blowing in my face, I wouldn't be able to escape. I'm encumbered, I wouldn't be able to escape. Like, there's every reason to be confident that I would have not made it out of that. Now, we are going to get a chance. How's my clothing? It's not that wet, actually. We're good. We are going to get a chance to rest. And I think I will either head to the homestead or head up to the tower before the end of this episode, if I can manage it. It would be nice, actually, to make it to to either place, because I could save in either place. I'm going to meet a friend for lunch after I record this, so I can't keep going, and I'm just thinking in terms of, okay, I've got 10 minutes. Let me, you know, what can I do with that and be done in 10 minutes, you know? So, the life of a YouTuber, I guess. Okay. Inside. Where we are instantly warmer, and now we need to start breaking stuff down for wood.
Where can I find something to eat?
In your backpack. Tell you what, let's go ahead and drink the Summit soda, because 10% condition on a soda is not problematic. If it is, I'm screwed. 34% condition on dog food. I'm going to go ahead and eat this too, because if it gets any worse, it's going to be dangerous. Even at this point on dog food, it's dangerous. But I need those calories. That's 500 calories. Don't get food poisoning. Okay, there we go. That's how I prevent food poisoning in my games. Don't get food poisoning, Mark. Don't you dare. All right, so we've got some daylight left. I'm going to go ahead and break down this reclaimed wood. There we go. There's 3 pieces. And do we still have any light? Hang on, let's move that chair. There we go. Oh yeah, still let me break it down. Nice. Alright, what I can do with this... What was I going to do with the fires? Mainly, yeah, I need to get more water.
I need to rest soon.
I think I should probably do this before I go to sleep. If we're at the workbench, dang it, I can't see to save my life. Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Okay, no, that's why I couldn't move. I was behind the counter, didn't realize it. Alright, so, potbelly stove. Let's use a book. I don't want to use my accelerant. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and cut this off while I'm standing here trying to light a fire, because it's not necessary. Alright, book, birch bark, and wood matches. Yep, let's do this. It'd be nice to find a fire striker somewhere. It's possible. Well, I don't remember. See, it's been so long since I've played, like, straight-up Interloper. I've played a lot of custom runs with similar settings to Interloper, but it makes me forget. Like, I was thinking aloud earlier in the series, are sewing kits in Interloper? Like, I don't play on Interloper a lot. I play on custom settings where some of the high-level gear is still in the game, but the spawn rates are still really low. So it's actually, for me, it's a little bit more fun that way, which is why I do it, but it does make it difficult to remember this mode. Let's see. Okay, so with that being done, got a recycled can. Let's go ahead and first of all, we're going to boil the water I have on me. 19 minutes until boiled. And I think what I want to do is pass time until ready. Let's just go ahead and drink that. Drink the boiling water, because when is that a bad idea? Then we have an hour left on the fire. I kind of want to read while I've got it. Let's pick up the can. I think I've got a book that I had started to read. Yeah, I've started to read the Wilderness Kitchen book. So let's research another
so
hour.
Hungry in my life.
Oh, let me guess. I'm not going to be able to finish because I'm hungry. Oh my god, just got it in. All right, awesome. So, with that, that now leaves just 11 minutes on the fire. I'm going to step upstairs and get some rest. Bed. Okay. Now I do need to sleep. But I also need to eat. So let's do this. And then I'm going to try and make it to the homestead if the weather's good. If the weather's not good, I might try and get to the tower. Or I might just try and run down the train tracks to the derailed train cars and see if there's anything there. There's a few different places I can explore for stuff. You know, and if I feel like I'm getting stuck the next time the weather clears, I might just go for the forge. But the thing is, one of the reasons I'm staying is that, and I am going to take the heavy hammer with me. One of the reasons that I am kind of trying to explore a little bit is that, hang on, let's sleep. One of the reasons I want to try and get specifically to the Trapper's homestead. Oh, no, no, no! I should have known. I should have known that was coming. Cabin fever risk. Well, now we have to go outside. What's my risk? 27%? Okay. It's my least favorite thing about Interloper. But it sounds like the weather's decent.
Anything right about now?
It is actually decent. Alright. So the reason I want to try and get to the Trapper's homestead is that is near the cave. And when we are near the cave... Probably need to leave a few of those books behind, didn't I? Probably still encumbered. Yeah, I am still encumbered. Hang on. Let's leave a few books. The cave is going to have coal and probably metal for me. So that's probably the way I want to try and get to... Come to think of it, that cave goes to Milton. Doesn't go to the Forlorn Muskeg. But at least I could duck into the cave while I'm there and possibly get some stuff that I need. Come to think of it. Yeah, let's just drop those. We have plenty of room. Alright, let's get moving. If the weather stays like it is right now, I can manage this easily. Actually, let me go wide a little bit, because if there's... Ooh, hello. What are you circling? You're probably circling a dead human. I wish you were a dead deer, though. I really do. See, there's the watchtower up there that I kind of want to go to. I said the word, now all on the watchtower's playing in my head. Can't ever stop it. The Battlestar version, for that record, or for that matter. Which is an amazing rendition if you haven't heard it. Even if you're not a fan of Battlestar Galactica, look up the version of All on the Watchtower that composer Bear McCreary and his brother Brendan recorded. Brendan did the vocals, Bear is the composer. Hello, Wolf. Definitely go listen to that, because it is amazing. But we are going to walk down this way. With the wolf actually being that far off the tracks, that's good. That gives me plenty of room to maneuver, hopefully. Unless there's another one, which there isn't usually. I guess I'll grab a few sticks while I'm moving, because you never know when they might come in handy. I want to keep going, because that wolf is probably meandering a little bit closer to my side of the tracks with each passing moment. Where is he? I don't even see the wolf. Was I seeing things? Was there not actually a wolf? No, there he is. Okay, he's way over there. Good. Got past him. I didn't quite see the angle he was following, so just wanted to be mindful of that. Less likely we're going to run into another one in between here and the homestead. However, there could be another one right there, so... let's not be overconfident, Hadrian. You're not out of the woods yet. You still don't have a knife. You don't have a hatchet. That is a rock, not a wolf. So there could be some loot up here by the transition zone to the muskeg. And you know, we could go to Milton and look for some gear. Because Milton is a place that is reasonably likely to have a lot of good stuff. So that, I mean, there's an argument for going to Milton before we go for the forge, but if we don't go to the forge, we won't have arrowheads, we won't be able to kill wolves. We just... That's why... This is the thing about Interloper. We've talked about it before, but playing on Interloper difficulty, and the reason I like to tweak the settings to make it similarly challenging, but let some of the higher level gear remain in the game, is that when you play on Interloper, the game forces you, it puts you on rails, essentially, to whatever forge you're closest to. And we actually started out in this series twice, very close to a forge, but not necessarily ready to make all the items that we needed because we didn't have the heavy hammer. And the reason is that you don't have any of your essential gear. You can't find knives, you can't find hatchets, you can't find the rifle in Interloper. What's that? Is that a moose or that's a deer? It's not a wolf. I think I see a maple sapling too. Yeah, it's a deer. We're good. Hypothermia risk. In addition to cabin fever risk. At least I found the bedroll. But see, if I go to the forge, the cabin fever risk will be mitigated because I'll be indoors. Where if I go to Milton, I will probably keep being in danger of that. Now, I think that's a maple sapling. Maple saplings are typically by themselves. No, that looks like birch. Yeah, it's a birch sapling. I don't really need you, sir. Sorry. Not trying to be rude, but I don't. I've got plenty curing back at the place. The place with the stuff. We're almost to the homestead. So I think I will duck into the cave briefly. Also, does being in a cave give you cabin fever? I can't remember. Because I could rest in there, potentially, and recover. Being in an interior cave probably gives you cabin fever. Being in an exterior cave might not. So, there are some solutions. There are caves up at the top of Mystery Lake that I could visit. I'm going to pay a visit to Max real quick. Max! How's the family? Brother and sister doing okay? Good? Good? I'm just gonna check you out real quick, Max. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Okay, good talk.
I need to find food.
Tell Mom and Dad I said hello. Bye, Max. Area is literally called Max's Last Stand. And yes, I have a conversation with him every time I come here. I will neither confirm nor deny that it happens whether or not I'm recording for YouTube. Okay, so here there is definitely a deer carcass, and I can get some guts. And it looks like I'll be able to safely carry them. Hey, bear. How's it going? I will be able to safely carry them up to the homestead and have them curing, which is a great spot to have them, honestly. Also, there's meat, which is nice. I could even take the hide if I wanted to, but I don't know that I... Man, it takes an... Really? Really? An hour? I don't have that kind of time. I would lose way too much condition. I would have to start a fire here. Son of a monkey. Okay, we'll tell you what. Like I said, I'm on borrowed time right now. Because I unfortunately can't extend this episode longer to do an extra thing. I've got to stop this one here. So we're going to step into the homestead and look around for a quick second and see if there's anything delicious here. I'm personally not very hopeful, but that'll also help create a save point. And then we'll go back out and we'll get those guts once I have the ability to actually light a fire and keep warm while doing that. Okay, so we are inside here. I see a shooting guide, which is completely useless to me. Nothing in that drawer. There could be something in the safe. I'll check next episode. Search the locker. Nothing in the locker. Search the first aid kit. Nothing in the first aid kit. There's another sewing kit at least. That's small victories. Another cooking pot. Because we don't have enough. Hey, magnifying lens. I'll take that. I'll take magnifying lens. Light fires everywhere. Her glasses will be bigger than her body at some point. And she will light fires everywhere. If you get it, you get it. Okay, so let's step outside. And I'm gonna... Did you hear it? Did you hear the growl? It's weird. But yeah, I'm gonna step back inside. We'll stop this one here. In the next one, we're gonna probably head into the cave at least a little bit to grab some scrap metal and some coal and have some stuff ready for that. And then we're gonna be... I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is move towards the Forlorn Muskeg so that we can get that stuff made. We need a knife. We need a hatchet, and we need to be somewhere that's not going to give us cabin fever risk. And right now, unfortunately, we've got cabin fever risk. And going for the shelter of the forge there, since it is an exterior environment, will I think ultimately be the best course of action to avoid getting worse with cabin fever. So I'll stop this one here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.